What's going on, everybody? Dark Reflections here, and today I want to talk to y'all about something that's really been getting on my nerves lately, and mainly with in-game of Black Ops 4. Yesterday I was playing with some people, and out of nowhere, this little kid, he's probably about 12 years old, jumps into a lobby and then just says hello to everybody, and like I'd say about 6 guys, adult, jumped on this little kid and told him to fuck off and he didn't belong there and to get the hell off the game, and really just ripped into this kid for no reason. I mean, all he did was say hello, and everybody just started going at this kid, and I found it completely ridiculous. And they told him to leave. They didn't want him in their lobby because he was a punk ass little kid, and the kid eventually did back out, but right before he did, you'd actually hear him start to cry a little bit. And so I did some research, and I found that that more than they did a test where about above 2,500 people, and mostly between the ages of like 12 to 25 years old. And it's a gender split, and more than 48% of female and 46% of male have been bullied online, and that's 57% of people have been bullied online while playing a game, while another 64% of people have been trolled. Well, trolling is really not that bad. They just mess with people. I mean, that's inevitable with just about any game that you play. And another 57% have been subjected to hate speech, while another 47% have actually received threats from other users, and 34% had their personal information shared online. To me, that's just completely ridiculous, when all you want to do is sit down and have fun and play a video game, and you have no idea what's going on in these people's personal lives. You don't know if that little kid who got messed with yesterday, who just got ripped into, has trouble at home. You don't know what he's going through. You don't know if his dad is a mean person and all that other stuff, and just completely tells him he's worthless every day, and his way to escape the world that he lives in is to play a video game. And he can't even do that without people just ripping into him. And 1 in 5 people have actually quit an online game because of bullying. And the one person actually said, "I had to leave a game since I was bullied by a group of 6 or 7 guys." And they just talked about how terrible it was. And this person said they've been depressed for a really long time and couldn't really even play a video game without being insulted by somebody. And to me, that's just completely ridiculous. You play a video game to escape and have fun with your friends, or just because you like the game and you just want to have fun, basically. And we live in a world now where you can't really even do that because of who you are, or if you're a boy or if you're a girl. It's completely stupid. I remember growing up and loving to play video games, and I couldn't wait to get home from school so I could play a video game. And it wasn't bad when I was a kid. I'm 29 years old now, and just to actually hear this stuff online with these kids, it's stupid. I mean, grow up. Some of you people take this shit on a video game way too serious. It's a video game. Yeah, you have the video game competitions where you win a lot of money. I get that people want to go for that goal, but in reality, not many of people are going to make it doing that, because there's so many professional players out there that you're probably not going to make it. And maybe you're sour about that. Maybe you're pissed off because people are better than you. And who would have thought? I mean, maybe that 12-year-old kid on your team could have been a game changer. Maybe he was good enough to just wreck the other team and get you a win. But because you wanted to be an asshole and jump down his throat for trying to play, he left and joined someone else's lobby and probably absolutely killed it. And that's because you didn't give someone a chance. I mean, this world is bad enough as it is with racism and the hatred towards everybody. We just all learn how to get along and fucking help one another instead of tearing each other down all the time. I mean, that's most of the reason why is I don't like to go out, because you can't go anywhere without something freaking terrible happening. And that's just, it's stupid. It's completely stupid. We're finding kids that are telling us it's giving them, that it's actually giving people depression, that the way people treat others online, and makes people feel anxious, and it's affected how they see themselves. We're finding that kids, as a result of being bullied in games, are actually going through bullying on going to bully other users as well as trying to deal with trauma. So you're actually creating more bullies for a video game. And someone who's a nice person just got into this because they love to game, and you're teaching them pretty much how to hate. And who's to say they're not being bullied at school? That, you know, they get called all these names that you're calling them online. They get the same shit at school. And I just find that this is completely ridiculous. Reports show that 20% of participants have resorted to bullying other players themselves, while 72% reported incidents of bullying to the companies running the games that are played. Multiple respondents agree that with bullying, online games need to be taken more seriously. And I definitely agree. I wholeheartedly agree with it needs to be taken more seriously. The fact that you could just rip into someone and get away with it. I mean, I get it if it's all fun and games, pun intended, but don't completely massacre someone. If you want to massacre them, kill them in the game. You know, just rip into them in the game. You know, make them, kill them in the game. Don't rip into them. You know, don't bully them just simply because they're young, or they're a female, or they're not that smart, or they say they've never played the game before and they bought it and they want to learn how to play the game, and because of you, they don't even want to play a game anymore. They're afraid to even get in the game because they're afraid that someone like you or someone else is going to rip into them and completely just make them regret ever even playing a video game. And that is completely fucking sad. More than half of people who were surveyed, under half, point to other anti-bullying advice in the game, more reporting and blocking features and rewards for those taking a stand against the bullies. Only 21% believe automatic moderation will solve the issue. I honestly don't think anything will solve the issue. I think if you report the player and you say what for, which is bullying, and I feel like if that person gets at least 3 to 5 strikes for bullying for that specific reason, I believe you should remove them from the game. I believe you should block them from playing the game. Granted, they could just create another account and do it again, but seriously, do something. Because I seriously felt so bad for that kid yesterday that I even quit playing the game because I thought how ridiculous it was. And it's because of that kid. I didn't even get his name. I wish I would have got his gamer tag, because I would shout him out in this video that someone is taking a stand for him, because he is the whole reason behind this right now. Because I'm 29 years old and I have 2 kids, and if one of my kids was being treated like that online, I would not be a happy person. Honestly, if my kid loved to play video games, I would not prevent them from playing, but I would teach them not to be like that person. It seriously, it breaks my freaking heart to know that people are doing this just to be assholes and just because they think it's funny, while one person rips into a 12-year-old kid, the other 5 guys, grown men or teenagers, what have you, just completely just start laughing and making this kid feel so small and that he is not worthy enough to play a video game. It's clear it's an issue that needs to be solved. Most definitely, it's definitely an issue that needs to be solved, because someone's actually gonna, if they hasn't already, is actually going to probably end their life or someone else's because of this. It's already been shown that people, when we're getting bullied, will actually take it into their own hands. Hence why some of the school shootings happen. Kids are getting bullied enough and they feel like the only way to take a stand is to end people's lives. And we don't need any more deaths in the school. Death is going to happen eventually, but not when you're 14. And definitely not by your own hands. I mean, about another thing, which is away from the video game topic, a 14-year-old kid in school was using the bathroom, and someone went in and took a picture of him over the stall, and he was reading, and they took a photo and fucking spread that shit all over the internet, shared it with other people in school. The people in school shared it with other schools, and made this 14-year-old boy's life hell. And as a result, he ended his own life because of it. And honestly, I don't know why the parents did not take accountability. I feel, as a father myself, that I would know if something was wrong with my kid. Because I watched the interview and everything, and they said that, oh, we didn't know anything was wrong with him. How do you not know a drastic change in your kid's life when he or she is not acting right? Something is obviously bothering them, and you say, oh, well, we didn't know. As a parent, you will know that when something is wrong with your kid. You could feel it. You don't have to just to see it. That's why it's imperative that you sit down with your kids and you talk to them about bullying and ways to deal with it. And if you are being bullied, you tell someone. And if that person doesn't take it serious, you go to someone else. You always reach out and you say something about it, because you never know that if the person that is being bullied will ever say anything to anybody. So if you even see it, someone getting bullied, reach out and say something, because you could save that person's life. I would hate for someone that I know or I've had contact with and talking to end their life because of bullying. My nephew, who was bullied at school, we talked to him, and he's a soft-hearted kid. He doesn't want to get anybody in trouble, but he also knows that bullying is wrong. And I made the offer to sit with him in class if need be. Having an uncle covered in tattoos sitting in class, I'm pretty sure is a way for these little kids not to mess with your nephew anymore. So I just wanted to get this out here today and tell y'all my thoughts based off of it. Leave a comment below if you feel the same way, that this bullying needs to stop in general, not just in video games, but everywhere. Make sure to subscribe for more. Leave a like if you like the video. Comment your thoughts. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. And remember to always treat others with kindness. Treat others as if you wanted to be treated. And just have fun, play video games, and don't be a dick. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Allow me to remember